Welcome to part 2 of making your own survival game in Unity. And when you were gone, and yesterday I made part 1, when you were gone I made some improvements, and I'm going to be showing you how to make them today. And some of them include making a gun. I scrapped the old gun and got a new asset, which I'll teach you where to get. I made a scope. Not exactly a scope, but you can zoom in on the scope and everything just looks zoomed in. And for this process you will need Unity Professional, and I do have that. I just changed my skin because dark is just not my thing. And we're going to be using particle effects and changing them using code and everything. Okay, let's begin. Okay, like usual, we run and the enemy gets us and we die. Okay, now look at this gun, right? Let me just get away from him, and I changed the range of them. Okay, so click and hold. Okay, now we're shooting and bullets are coming out. It looks spectacular. Okay, now watch this. Ready? I shoot him. Boom! That explosion. It's got an explosion and it kills us as well if we're too close. Oh no. Damn. Wait. Let me get into a good spot so I can kill this guy. Every time you shoot, it's 1 health. Okay, there we go. Did you see the explosion? Yes. And now for the scope, just look at that. Look at that. It zooms in. It's all zoomed in. Wait, let me show you a good shot. So let me just run away. Yeah, I need to change that. It's so fast. I just need to get further away. Okay, now look. Boom! Yes, now zoomed in. And also the gun can move up and down. And I'll teach you how to do everything now. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete this. No, I'm not gonna delete it. Should I? I'm just gonna save this as a prefab just in case we get lost. So I'm just going to delete the machine pistol, which is our asset. I think I deleted everything. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay. Okay, so we are going to be making him. And before we do that, head over to your enemy capsule and go down to AI. Change the range to 30. If you haven't done so already, and change the range from 3 to 2. It's getting too unrealistic. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is head over to the asset store. Okay, now once you're in the asset store, type in cartoon machine pistol, I'm pretty sure. Here it is. Okay, click this and download it for free. Import this into your project. Once you've imported this into your project, click on machine pistol, click on scenes, and save your scene first. File, save scene, and machine pistol. Okay, once we're here, double click on muzzle flash or any of those 3 components. Copy all 3, Command C or Control C, copy. And now we're going to head over to our original scene, which is untitled. Always make sure you have a backup of your scenes so you can experiment without my tutorials, and then when we're back we can continue. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is paste it. It's going to end up in the middle. Let me just drag this all the way back. I'm just gonna hide him for now because he's useless. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab all 3 of these and drag it into the FPS controller, the new one, the one that I have. Wait, the one that you have, sorry. Okay, now what you're gonna do is check the rotation of the camera. Okay, so as you can see, the camera is facing this way. Okay, so the gun is pointing the same way. So what you're gonna do is click on the muzzle flash and shells and drag it into the machine pistol. Now the machine pistol is the parent of both. Okay, now what you're going to do is lift this up and drag it just onto the side. Now what you're going to do is reduce the size of the pistol. And we're going to view it in first person character. Okay. I want to see all the beautiful graphics of this, so that should be nice. Okay, now what you're going to do is drag the machine pistol and drag it into the first person character. Now, I just need to change this a little bit further in. Okay, now that is perfect. Or you could always, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just move your camera just a little bit back. Alright, now what we're gonna do is, let's play it, see if it looks good. Yes, it is. Okay, now it continues to play. So what we're gonna do now is click on muzzle flash and shells, click particle system, wait no, click on shells, particle system, go down and untick play on wake. Do the same for muzzle flash. Okay, now what do we need for this? Alright, so what do we need to do for this now is zoom into the machine pistol, okay, and hide this, untick both just to hide it for now. Alright, now what we're gonna do is game object, 3D object cube, okay, we're gonna create a really small cube, and we're gonna have two shoot components. This one can actually be for shooting. The other one is to disable and enable the particle effects. So what we're going to do is just put it at the tip of this. Make sure this is perfectly aligned. And make it really small. Around, so it submerges completely in there. Okay, like that. Now what we're going to do is untick the mesh renderer. Just untick it. Now we can see like that. Now what you're going to do is add a script called shoot manager. I already have a script ready for me to copy and you to copy, but I will retype it for you guys. This is the shoot script that I have created, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, now we're going to go back into Unity. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, alright, this is for Unity Pro only, so only Unity professional users. Okay, so if you don't want to do this, it's perfectly fine. You're just going to find it a little bit harder to aim. Not really, it's going to be really hard to aim, but that is alright. Okay, just to make a small cube like that. It's not really a cube anymore, but it doesn't matter. Put it here and make it wide like a, it doesn't really matter about the size right now. We're just gonna make it beautiful later. This doesn't really matter. I'm just teaching you how to do this. Okay, now grab this cube that you just implemented and the cube that you added to the end of the gun. Drag both and drag it under the machine, not that one, into the machine pistol. Okay, so FX muzzle flash, FX shells, cube and cube 1 are all under that. No, wait, which one is this? Wait, I just need to get a guide. Wait, which one did I do for this one? Right. Alright, wait. So what we're gonna do actually is cube this one goes under the first person character. Yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter, but I like being perfectionist. Okay, so this is the fun part. How do we actually show, like, zoom in? It's just a cube. Well, you're gonna drag a camera into a project. Just gonna need to drag it into the gun. Make sure it's perfectly aligned in the middle of the gun. And now drag it in front of the cube. So this is behind the cube. drag it up just a little bit so it fits the cube in the view. Now drag it in front and a little bit more until it's in front of the gun, just a little bit back until you can see that black bit. Okay, now we're going to change the field of view to 8.883. okay, this is a perfectionist type of thing, so you don't have to do 8.883, you can do 8.3, whatever you like. Okay, now what we're going to do is drag this camera into the machine pistol, just like usual. We're going to go into the camera. Wait, keep dragging stuff into the wrong stuff. Okay, now I'm going to drag this camera into the machine pistol of the one that actually matters. Okay, I'm just going to close this. Okay, now what we're going to do to this. Wait, okay, so how we're going to do this is now right click, create, render texture. This will only appear for people using Unity Pro. Render texture and type in anything. So for example, zoom camera. Okay, now what we're going to do is click on camera and drag the zoomed camera into the render texture area of the camera. And make sure of this camera the audio listener is turned off, because the compiler will go crazy at us and I don't like that. Now once that's done, the zoom camera should be able to see the what the camera is seeing live, so it's runtime, everything will work. Okay, now what you're gonna do is click on your cube and now drag your zoom camera into it. Okay, now you can see the camera on the cube. Click on it. I'm just gonna run away from this guy. Okay, now you can see everything zoomed. It's perfect. So this will help us when we need to look, when we're raycasting. So the raycast will be done straight from the gun and forward. So this will help people actually aim, because that shows directly in front of the gun. So it might look a little weird, but that's how it is. Now what do we need to do now? I've done that. Entity done. Oh no, we haven't. Now we are going to make a shoot manager. So go to machine pistol and add the shoot manager to this as well. Shoot manager, and go to your cube and not that one, the other one, and make sure it has shoot manager as well. Okay, I'm just gonna copy the code from. Wait, before we do shoot, there's one thing that we need to take care of. If we want to shoot and then the other enemies loses health, we need to do something. So the raycast will hit an object and it will check if the object has a script, and if it does, it will reduce health from it. Okay, so for the explosion, before we do any of that, we're going to go into assets, import package, particle systems. Alright? Okay, once you've got the particle systems imported into your project, go into standard assets, particle systems, prefabs, and get the explosion and drag it into your assets, your root folder of your project. Now we have this here. Okay, now we're going to create a script called HMAN, okay? So called the Health Manager, short, but HMAN. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to retype this with you guys. 8. Okay, so I will explain this code as we go, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to create a public, make sure it's public, health, not health manager, health, no, wait, no, sorry, that's why it's not working. Integer called health, and make it 100. That's how much we want. If you want to give your enemy 1,000 health, that's your problem. But we're using this 100 for our enemy health now, and we're going to create a public game object called explosion. We're going to instantiate this when the enemy dies. so it creates a cool effect. Now we're gonna create void update, and if health, what is this health bar? If health is lower than 1, okay, if so basically 0, game object, we're going to create a game object called explode equals instantiate. We're going to instantiate the explosion game object into the transform.position. So the position is the enemy's position, and we're going to make the rotation as 0, and we'll have to add the as game object because when we instantiate it ends up as an object. Okay, now we're going to do object.destroy game object. That's the enemy. So first instantiate, then delete. Okay, we could add like a dramatic effect by adding 1 second, but the problem is that explosions have a physical effect, so it might push the enemy towards us and kill us before it dies. So we'll go back and health manager. Okay, so what we're going to do is your health manager explosion part. So health manager is in capsule, yeah? Okay, so drag this explosion from your assets into the explosion part of the health manager. Okay, now we have that ready. Now let's go into our shoot manager. Okay, this is gonna be intense. This is a lot of coding, not really, but it's fine. I'm just gonna copy this. I just like typing it because it gives a sense to you that you're not doing all the work, that I'm doing it with you. And some faster typers, you can just type along with me. I'm not fast typer, I'm only 12. But who cares? Did I just copied it into this. I set the amount of bullets to 250 for this, but we're not using that yet. For now you have unlimited bullets, but let's just add that in there. Bullets equals 250. Okay, void update. Okay, this is the shoot manager script, by the way. This script has to be added to your machine pistol and also your cube, which is under your first person character. And make sure the mesh render is off because then it looks ugly. Okay, so let's go. If input get, okay, I'm just gonna explain this for you guys out there. Get mouse button down. This basically means the first time I click on it. So this does an action on the first frame that I click the mouse. Okay, but get mouse button. This does an action for as long as I'm holding the mouse down. So in the get mouse button, just the button, we're gonna do the raycast. So like a machine gun, it keeps on firing bullets, so it's keep on raycasting until it finds something. And in the get mouse button down, we're gonna start the animation because we don't need to keep starting the animation over and over and over again. And then the get mouse button up, we stop the animation. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. You guys might have a better thing, but it doesn't matter. We're doing this. Okay, so we're doing transform.findChild. So since first person machine pistol, the child FX muzzle flash and FX shells are child. Turn that on. Click this and turn the tick on if you turned it off before. And these two are a child of that, so we can find that using find child, and we're gonna in these two we're gonna go FX. So double click on this, copy the name of it and type it, put it in there, and dot get component particle system. So we're getting the particle system inside FX muzzle flash. Okay, and now we're gonna dot play. So we're gonna play it. Okay, so we're gonna play it, and now copy this whole line and paste it again. Now go back here If you're not lazy, you just type it. But I'm lazy. Okay, deal with it. Now I'm gonna paste this here and play. Lag. Don't crash on me. Oh, good. Everything just stopped for a second. I'm like, no! Okay, but no man. Okay, so now if input dot get mouse button. This is like renders every second. Frame, sorry. Second would be crazy. It'd be laggy. Okay, now I'm gonna create a raycast hit, and if physics dot raycast dot transform dot, so if this ever comes up, it's not the capital T, it's a lowercase t, dot, damn, transform dot position, transform dot forward. I hope you like this music, because I do. And we're gonna make this 100 float. Okay, so don't need to worry about the layer mask right now. You can learn that in your spare time. But this is hit.transform.get component. So this is the most important part. When it hits something, it gets the component called health.health, and it minuses it by 1. But let's not do 1 because that's just dog. That's just giving the enemy too much time. Okay, and for testing purposes, we will do dog hit something. Okay, we'll just do that because for testing purposes, if we know if it's hitting or not. Okay, I'm up to here. If input.get mouse button up. And by the way, if you don't know why I'm using 0 is the left click, the one that everyone uses. You could also do fire 1, I'm pretty sure, but that's just, I don't like text. Okay, now what we're gonna do is copy these two, paste, stop. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, what else was I gonna show you? Is that it? Was that it? Was it it? Is that it? Okay, that's it then. Okay then. Okay, let it be this way. Alright, now we're gonna play. No, stay away from me. Boom! Yes, thank you. I know you love that. Okay, so to recap what we did quickly, we wrote the shoot script, the HMan script, we wrote the shoot manager, like I said. Yeah, that's it. And what I really wanted to do with you guys is actually create an identity script for both of these. So for example, so we're gonna add a H manager to you, the player, soon. So we're not gonna make it one-shot death. We're actually gonna add a variable to this. Do you want to do this episode? No, I wanted to add animations. Yes. How much time do we have left? Are you kidding? I wasn't recording for 23 minutes. I was recording for 23 minutes. Okay, that's crazy. So I'll wrap this up really quickly. So you go in and we do this and we can shoot and boom. Okay. Okay, now to make the gameplay fun for real. Okay, we're gonna move him back. Command D or Control D. Copy it three times and then copy 2 and then go forward, and this is gonna be really fun. Okay, we're gonna see heaps of explosions. Let's go. Boom! Wait. Boom! And when one explodes, it actually pushes the others away because of the rigid body force. So you can like shoot one and then make it push it another one. Oh no, that wasn't fair. My mouse went. I'm complaining. Okay, now that is not fair. I'm gonna move you over here. Be safe. I hope you guys really like this tutorial, because next I have something really special in store for you guys. It's actually gonna be really fun. Wait, let me just shoot one guy. One guy! That's all I asked for. Yes, there we go. That was a big explosion. And the best thing is we're gonna go into explosion, and we can also add explosion force. For example, if I make it 30, the rigid bodies around it will go poof, explode. Okay, so I have 5 minutes, and I'm gonna tell you what we're doing next. We are getting a warrior pack, and we're getting some attack moves and brute. And we're using this character here. He looks beautiful. He's an asset. I don't know where I got him, but we're gonna use him, and we're also gonna make a awesome animation state board type of thing, and we're gonna add should kill to this as well, and control it using our should kill script. And if it should kill is true, we're gonna turn on the attack animation, which will trigger like a kick, and then once it kicks, we will die. And that is pretty much it, and that will wrap up the tutorial for today. Hope you had fun, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.